guys! For the eyes, I only use the Burgundy palette by Cosmetics. So if you want to learn how I did this, please keep on watching. I started using the Infallible Stay Fresh foundation from L'Oreal in the shade Vanilla. I go over all my face with a damp beauty blender, and closer to my eyebrows I use a smaller brush to not mess them up. And then I'm going over again with my beauty blender to make sure everything is blended and nothing is creasing. Then I'm going in with my lid primer, which is from Smashbox, and I'm just dabbing it in with my finger and setting it with setting powder. I'm using the translucent powder from Cosmetics. And then I'm going in with concealer under my eyes. I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Fair, which is too light for me. So I used the same beauty blender that I did my foundation with. So I get some of the color from the foundation mixed in with the concealer. And then I'm just highlighting the rest of my face using the same concealer. And then I set my whole face with the same translucent powder that I used on my eyelids. And I'm just setting my whole face to make sure nothing is creasing and it's matte. And then I'm going in with my bronzer. It's from Dior. I don't know what it's called because my packaging are old and have no information. But I'm just bronzing up my face in the outer parts of my face and under my chin and down the sides of my nose, to warm it up and give my face some dimension. For blush, I'm using the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Peaceful. Then I'm grabbing my Burgundy palette from Cosmetics, and first I'm going in with the shade Beach, and I'm kinda just creating my cut crease. This was the first time I tried this technique and it kinda didn't work for me. So I just blended out what I did and just started doing the technique I've always done for cut crease. Next, I'm going in with the shade Burgundy, and I'm just doing the same by giving the eyes some more color. And I'm going in with this shade a couple of times, just as I did with the shade Beach. And then I'm just going in with the same shade once again, but only in the outer V, just to deepen it up and give it some dimension. And then I'm using the shade Brick and going in with the same pencil brush to deepen up the crease and the outer V of my eye. And also this shade I'm going in with a couple of times and just blending it out. Then I'm using the shade Almond, which is the darkest shade in the palette, to further deepen up both the crease and the outer V. And I'm also kind of blending all the shades down to my lid. And then I'm going in with the shade Burgundy and placing it on the outer part of my lid. I'm just blending it all out to make sure there's no harsh lines. And then I'm going in with the shade Beach once again, using it on the lower lash line. And I'm going in with this shade also a couple of times. And then I'm using the shade Burgundy to connect the lid and the lower lash line. And then I'm using the shade Brick to kind of deepen up the lower lash line and then I'm going in with the Shape Tape to cut my crease. And I'm using a really small synthetic brush from Morphe. And then I'm just going over the edges to make sure it's all blended. And then I'm using the shade Naked and going over and setting where I used the concealer. and to make this kind of a soft cut crease, and I'm just going over the edges to soften them and make them blend more. And then I'm using the Big Shot Mascara from Maybelline to just coat my lashes before I'm applying falsies. And then I figured out I need some eyeliner to make my lashes look prettier. So I'm just going in with the NYX matte liquid liner to line my lash line. And I'm using the House of Lashes Iconics, which I kind of think are too big for my eyes, but they're really pretty. And for highlighter, I'm using the Mirror Luminizer from The Balm, and I'm just highlighting almost my whole face. And I'm just going over with some setting spray. I'm using the MAC Fix Plus. And this is my final look. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget to follow my Instagram account. I post new pictures almost every day, mostly related to makeup. So go hit that follow button too if you're into that. Bye guys!